Hello everyone, in this lesson we're going to be reviewing place value and whole numbers, one of the most important topics on the CSET, multiple subject subtest 2 exam. The exam does expect us to understand not only how our base 10 number system works, but also how to explain these concepts clearly to our elementary school students. So let's go ahead and get started. Our number system is called a base 10 system. And this is because each place value is worth 10 times as much as the place to its right. This will make a lot more sense looking at an example. Let's look at the number 4,582. As you may recall, the rightmost value here, this is called our ones place. Following that is our tens, then our hundreds, and finally our thousands. Okay. So here the number 2 represents 2 ones. We can just write that as 2. The 8 in the tens place represents 80. The 5 in the hundreds place represents 500. And the 4 in the thousands place represents 4,000. Another way to represent this is with our expanded form. So we can write this as 4,000 plus 500 plus 80 plus 2. So remember that a digit's value depends entirely on its position. So for example, in the number 5,482, the 5 here is very different than the 5 in this number, 4,582. In the first example, this 5 represents 5,000. And in our second example, this 5 represents 500. Say we want to compare numbers. Let's say I have 4,582 as well as 4,528. In order to compare these two numbers to see which one is greater than the other, we need to look at the digits from left to right. So here, our thousands place are actually the same. This is 4,000. Our hundreds place is also the same. We have 500. Where we see a difference now is in our tens place. In the first number, we have 8 in the tens place. In our second number, we have 2 in the tens place. Because 8 is greater than 2, we know that 4,582 is greater than 4,528. There are a number of symbols we need to know in order to compare numbers. The first I'll show you is the greater than symbol. You can think of this as an alligator's mouth. The alligator is always going to face the bigger number. It wants to eat more. Similarly, our less than symbol is the alligator facing the other way. So for example, 3 is less than 5. Of course, we know our equal sign means the two numbers are exactly the same value. Another important skill is rounding. Let's go ahead and try rounding 4,582 to the nearest hundred. Remember, our hundreds place is the third digit to the left. What we do when rounding is we actually look one place to the right. So we're going to be looking at the tens digit. If the digit here is 5 or greater, we are going to round up. Okay. In this case, we have 8, which means we do round up. We would round this value to 4,600. Let's say I want to round 4,542 to the nearest hundreds place. We're again looking one place to the right. This is our tens place. Because this digit is less than 5, we're going to round down. Remember, when we round down, we actually keep the original digit in that place. So this will be 4,500. So to summarize, you should remember these key ideas. Our number system is a base 10 system based on powers of 10, and each digit's value depends on its specific place. In order to accurately compare or round numbers, you do need to understand place value. Understanding these fundamental concepts is going to provide that foundation for doing more complex math involving operations, fractions, decimals, etc., which we will encounter later on in the CSET exam. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next lesson.